I grew up in a house full of fear. My dad would beat my mom. My mom would beat us, and no one was allowed to talk or express themselves. My sister, who was very vocal, would speak out, and she got shipped off to a children's shelter. We'd get kicked out of the house, or I, run away because I just learned not to express myself and I had no outlet. When I was 12 and out on the streets one time, I met these two boys who robbed a man and stole his money and gave it to me, and that's how I got introduced into the juvenile justice system. Two interesting things happened that made my life take a turn that was for the better. One, I was introduced to J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye, which that was the first time I had ever seen writing be used to express alienation and frustration in a language that I understood. The second thing that happened was a group of writers showed up to a facility that I was at, and they said they were from an organization called Create Now, and they were starting these workshops and programs, and I signed up for a television writing workshop, and it was the first time I ever signed up for anything. I don't know why I did it, but it was a good thing. I met the lady who ran it, was called Lisa Rosenthal, and she became my mentor. She pulled me aside and asked to speak with me, to work with me one-on-one. And we started writing poetry and short stories and screenplays and things like that. And I just really learned to express myself. And then from that point on, Create Now just basically just showered me with all the tools necessary to be a necessary writer and continue to express myself. They introduced me to more mentors. They gave me a computer. They gave me tons of software, books. They would take me to conferences, poetry readings. They took me behind the scenes of shows like the Steve Harvey Show or Family Guy, or my favorite, The Simpsons. They basically just really helped me focus in on my talent and helped me get into USC's Cinema and Television School as a result, and also receive a scholarship with the Warner Brothers Fellowship Program based on essays that I had written up until that point. Now my life is just great. I traveled to tons of different countries, which has always been a dream of mine. I write and perform stand-up comedy, having transformed the experiences that I had that were painful growing up and turning them into something positive. And I write reviews for movies in my spare time. I just finished publishing my first book, which I'm excited about, and I'm starting another one right now, and I'm looking forward to starting a screenplay right after that. So I'm just excited about my life and grateful to Create Now for the opportunities they gave me when they showed up, when I was 14, and helped me to embrace myself and express myself. And I hope they're around for a really long time so that other people can experience that also. So please support Create Now. Your time and your money do make a difference through this organization. And thank you for listening to my story.